There were a lot of people who were very unhappy when ESPN and Pat McAfee announced that they were joining forces. One, a lot of Pat McAfee's fans, because he very famously stated he would never go to ESPN. He would never go to this big, massive mainstream media place and let it change him. Well, that was before they decided to pay him a shit ton of money and claim that he wouldn't have to change anything about his program other than maybe censoring some of the swear words. And of course, a lot of people who watch ESPN or are fans of the mainstream woke media didn't like the fact that Pat McAfee might now have one of the biggest platforms in the world where he can have people like Aaron Rodgers to talk about Pfizer and the COVID vaccine. And over the past couple days, we've seen more attacks as Aaron Rodgers Tuesdays have now aired on ESPN, where not only is Aaron Rodgers talking about football, but he might throw some little jabs, no pun intended, at Travis Kelce or the vaccine or at COVID or whatever. And now today, there's a new wave of attacks against Pat McAfee by people in the woke mainstream media. ESPN cuts pay during COVID, inks Pat McAfee for $85 million, vax jokes with Aaron Rodgers. But one of the things that is out there is this big expose about Pat McAfee paying Aaron Rodgers to come on his program. Now, I don't know if Andrew Marchand thought this was going to be like a massive, oh my gosh, such a bad look for him. To me, I think it makes sense to pay people that come on weekly segments for your program. Maybe that's a shock to people that, oh my gosh, I can't believe that athletes are actually getting paid for appearances. I think that's kind of the standard, whether it's a show with your local radio station, whether it's a routine appearance on something like Colin Cowherd's show. I think most of those things are pretty normal, but this is the big headline coming from, of all places, the New York Post today. Pat McAfee pays Aaron Rodgers millions for his exclusive interviews. The Pat McAfee Show has become the place the sports world turns for some of the most important interviews. McAfee has an engaging personality and, as an ex-All-Pro punter, a certain cachet that makes it easier for him to connect with the biggest names in sports. Aaron Rodgers Tuesday and Nick Saban Thursdays have become staples of the program, but there's a special sauce that makes it all go. McAfee spends millions to procure these interviews, the Post has learned. Rodgers is receiving more than 7 figures per year to come on the show each week, while Saban is in that vaunted neighborhood. And this is confirmed by Pat McAfee through Twitter DMs. Aaron has made over $1 million with us for sure, McAfee told the Post over direct message. Now, I'm not sure if this is supposed to be this big own or something. I really don't think it is. Like, it's one thing, like, when guys come on there for one spot, some big thing. Oh, Josh Allen did something. He comes on the show. Maybe he might be on there twice a year. Aaron Rodgers has done this every single Tuesday. He takes a significant portion of his time out of the day. It's helped the Pat McAfee Show grow leaps and bounds. Wouldn't it make sense if he's making you a lot of money to help make sure he's taken care of if he's become a part of the show like that? Now, you might be saying Aaron Rodgers is a big star. He doesn't need the money. That's probably true. But also, just because you don't need it doesn't mean that it's not, that might not make it more important to you if you feel invested in it or whatever. This revelation is not some surprise to me. When you are a celebrity status like this, when you're an athlete, time is valuable, and taking time out of your day obviously is very important to elite level athletes or people like Nick Saban or whatever. Who knows how much he's paying Saban? They didn't actually divulge this in this article. But Pat McAfee did address it on his show. He basically said, yeah, I pay people who are contributors to the show and who have helped the show grow. I think it's important to pay people for helping you out and make sure that they understand they're appreciated, blah, blah, blah. But Aaron Rodgers Tuesday has become a staple for Pat McAfee. It's one of the reasons he blew up. Having Aaron Rodgers on during all the COVID shit. Maybe the reason so many people are coming after it right now is because we have more COVID talk from Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers turned from a mainstream media darling to a mainstream media pariah when he started exclusively giving these interviews to Pat McAfee. Maybe these other places didn't feel like paying Aaron Rodgers. Who fucking knows? At the end of the day, it looks like there is a new attack on Aaron Rodgers and, to a lesser extent, Pat McAfee as well. And we don't know if this thing's going to be successful for ESPN. They bragged about all their social media interaction they had, but when it comes to their linear ESPN, it's not exactly performing very well on that channel. Certainly, they've got a lot of viral clips and Twitter mentions and Instagram and all this stuff from the Pat McAfee Show. Is this going to work on ESPN's platform long term? I guess we'll see. They signed a big contract with Pat McAfee. Let me know what you think about this. Do you think it's wild that Aaron Rodgers might get some payment from Pat McAfee because he's helped the show grow in a massive way? Or do you think it's just all a bunch of mainstream media bullshit that doesn't matter? Let me know in the comments below. Smash a like button, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell for notifications, share this video out there, and I'll talk to you later.